I'm Dr. Chris Powell from Wellness Pittsburgh, and today we're going to go over the top 3 ways to know when you need an adjustment. Number 1, pain. Now we all know that chiropractic is good for back pain, neck pain, joint pain in general. Now especially if you have pain that's radiating into an extremity, down your arm, to your hands, hand numbness, going down into your legs, any kind of weakness, that is a definite sign you have pressure on one of the nerves coming out of your spine. Maybe even some disc issues. So if you're having pain that's radiating, get an appointment right away. Now, pain is not the only indicator that you need an adjustment. Only 10% of the nerves in our body are sensory, which means only 10% of them can give us any sensory information, whether good or bad. So we have to start looking at some other factors that can tell you that it's time to get your spine checked. A big one is asymmetry. So this one's easy. Just stand in front of a mirror, kind of get a good natural stance and just look at yourself. Is your head tilted to one side or the other? Do you have a shoulder that's maybe higher or lower? Your hips could be off. Look from the side too. You might notice one shoulder's really forward and the other's not. Any way that your body is not balanced looking gives you a key to what's going on to the structure or the frame inside, which is your spine and skeletal system. So if something's off when you look in the mirror, it's time to get your spine checked. Tip number 3, in my opinion, the most important one, drum roll please, motion. The way our bodies move or don't move gives us a lot of insight as to what's happening in the joints in our body, and our spine in particular. You might notice when you're driving, for instance, it's kind of hard to turn your head to one side, but you can turn to the other pretty smoothly. That shows there's an imbalance or a restriction in the joints in the neck. And you can feel this in any part of the body. Maybe you can bend or twist the lower body to one side better than the other. Maybe it's really hard for you to extend back, but you can bend down and touch your toes pretty well, or the opposite. If a joint is out of alignment, there's going to be restriction in its normal movement. So pay attention to how you feel when you're just doing those everyday tasks. Or if you exercise a lot, pay attention to certain things that maybe are more difficult for you. Again, the way our bodies move gives us a lot of insight as to what's happening on the inside. So again, those are only my top 3. There's a lot of other indicators that it's time to get your spine checked. One big one being stress. If you're under a lot of stress, which is physical, mental, emotional, or chemical. But stress definitely can cause things to move out of alignment in the spine. Another one being time, just time alone. If you come in and get adjusted every 4 to 6 weeks, your life will be a lot better. So that's all we have for you today. Please, as always, feel free to share this with someone you think may benefit from it, and we'll hope to see you next time.